Here are 5 teams to help you get started for the new Regulation F season. Welcome everybody to another Pokemon VGC video. It's me, Ketsu, and today we're going to be talking about 5 teams for Regulation F that I think could have really good qualities, as well as things that are just really easy to build, really easy to kind of like, transform, adapt to, and honestly, I want to share it with you guys today. So, as we saw, Regulation F has just been announced, so we've got a few teams to go by, considering that we've gone through Regulation F before. So it's going to be kind of easy to help build teams and kind of see what exactly the staples are and what exactly to look out for. So the first team I wanted to look at is kind of essentially a Chien-Spam team. This is just a super aggressive physical attacking team with Chien-pao being the battery, as well as all these other physical attackers being kind of like just wrapping around the bases, and Raging Bolt just being there for special coverage. It's basically like just the premise of what exactly you want here. So Chien-pao being the main battery, as we said earlier, having the Focus Sash, Terra Ghost, staying away from Fake Out, staying away from times 4 super effective fighting type moves. It's a really good typing for Chien-pao to go into Terra. It's just really good. You've got Protect, Icicle Crash, Sucker Punch, and Sacred Sword as well. Again, 3 moves that are just really good for Chien-pao. You can also run things like an Ice Spinner. However, for this team, I would not recommend it because you are running a Rillaboom, and Ice Spinner, of course, takes away your terrain. Sucker Punch is just really good priority, and Sacred Sword is, again, a really good way to get rid of the mirror matchup on Chien-pao. It's just a really good fighting move in general, so it's just really nice as well. And then, of course, since you're running Focus Sash, you are just running the whole, max speed, max attack, just getting the most out of your damage, basically. Then, of course, we have the Dragonite with the Choice Band, Terra Normal, Extreme Speed, Outrage, Sun Potential, and Aerial Ace. Most of these 3 moves you're not really clicking. The other 3 moves here are just basically in case you've got something like an Entei or Farigiraf, kind of like, preventing these, priority options happening. But for the most part, you're going Terra Normal, you're going E-Speed, and you're just hitting damage like really hard. That's basically what you're doing. So because you have either really good speed stats or you've got really good priority moves, you're not really looking too much into speed, but it does help for when you don't have to or you can't essentially click those priority moves. So Dragonite, again, not too bad. It's a really good moveset there. We enjoy this as well. We have the Rapid Strike Urshifu with the Choice Scarf, Terra Water, Surgeon Strikes, Aqua Jet, Close Combat U-Turn. Yep, because Urshifu's back, you're going to be seeing Urshifu a lot. You're going to be seeing Urshifu a ton around, so like get ready for that too. But yeah, with the Choice Scarf as well, as we said, you've got either really good speed or really good priority, and Urshifu is on the speed side of things. It's a really good partner with Chien-pao. They both synergize each other very well. Chien-pao, not liking fire types, Urshifu can cover that. Urshifu not liking grass types, Chien-pao can cover that. You've got like a really good mixture of the two in both offensively, especially in the offensive side. A little bit in the defensive side, but the main bit is in its offense as well. So yeah, Choice Scarf Urshifu, again, very prevalent Pokemon, very prevalent item for it. You'll see this around quite a bit, to be honest with you. We have the Half Flame Ogerpon, Spiky Shield, Grassy Glide, Ivy Cudgel, Follow Me. Grassy Glide again to get that priority boost off of the Rillaboom. You got like that extra priority, you got the extra damage off of Chien-pao going into, Terra Fire. With the Half Flame Mask, you get a +1 on your physical attack, which again, really good. You've just got all of these bunch of damage. Ivy Cudgel being like essentially a really busted move, +1 chance to getting a critical hit, hits massive damage, changes typing depending on what mask you give Ogerpon. It's just really good. Like, Ogerpon is just absolutely insane. I love Ogerpon, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I love Ogerpon. She's so good, dude. Like, she's just amazing. Then Raging Bolt with the safety goggles to help stay clear of a Moongus, Protect, Thunderbolt, Thunderclap, Draco Meteor. I think safety goggles is one of the best things you've got on Raging Bolt. You can go a little bit extra on the offense and give it a Life Orb. This gives you a little bit extra chances to kind of take EVs away from the special attack and give it to something like special defense or, defense or HP or whatever you want to go for. But I think this is pretty nice. I think this works around, pretty well for Raging Bolt here. And finally is the Rillaboom with the Assault Vest, Terra Fire, Grassy Glide, U-Turn, Wood Hammer, Fake Out. Rillaboom has just not changed. Like, Reg H, Reg I, Reg F, he's not changed. Rillaboom is just, he's been the same. Rillaboom has just been the same. Next up is a little bit more of a niche team, which is Articuno Snow. This team even won a regional before, back when we had Reg F beforehand, which was really cool. So yeah, Articuno, this team can prove that it can do really well here, especially with that Arcanine with Intimidate, with the Choice Band. You've got Ogerpon Wellspring. We've got, for Ogerpon, you normally see Half Flame or Wellspring because both of those are just the most, dominant typings that you get. Wellspring really good into the Urshifu matchup, and then, Half Flame just being a really good, variant throughout. Of course, you've got the Alone Ninetales with the Light Clay, with Aurora Veil, making sure that you guys just tank hits a lot better. You've got Landorus. Landorus is just becoming an absolute dominant threat as well in this regulation. Landorus is just really, really good here. And of course, Raging Bolt as well. You're going to see Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt and Ogerpon Wellspring, their job is literally just to make sure that Urshifu stays down, basically. Like, they're just literally there to make sure Urshifu just stays down, doesn't do much, and that you can kind of, you know, whatever's running around, especially with Urshifu, you kind of just shut that down as hard as you can. And of course, we can't go through a new regulation without talking about the Chien-Spam. Chien-Spam, again, is all over the place. Chien-Spam's a really easy, you know, archetype to work with. It's a very easy core. Indeedee, Gallade to help set up Trick Room. This time you've got the Hatterene as well to set up Trick Room. You've got 3 Trick Room users, which I believe is the perfect amount. I believe 2 is okay. 3 is perfect. 4 is a bit of an overkill for Trick Room as well. So, again, 3 users of Trick Room, I think, is a perfect amount. Brings up a whole bunch of mind games immediately straight out of the gate. You've got, of course, got that Ursaluna. You do have the Choice Scarf Urshifu as well, Urshifu Dark. You don't really see a lot of Urshifu Dark simply because, you know, Flutter Mane's around all over the place. Moonblast one-shots it. It's a bit of a sticky one, but you've got ways around it with the Follow Me on Indeedee and things like that. So it's not the worst. It's not the worst thing to deal with. So we're fine for the most part. It's okay for the most part here. Wicked Blow, Close Combat, U-Turn Terra Blast. Again, pretty easy moves to go by. It's pretty straightforward. Ursaluna just being an absolute threat inside of Trick Room. So is Torkoal with the Choice Specs. Hatterene as well with the Life Orb. All 3 of these are just really, really good Trick Room supers, and you've got them all in the same team. Gallade being a nice backup offensive support. This team is good. It's very nice, very well-rounded, and of course you've got Urshifu there to kind of like make sure everybody doesn't just spam protect and just make sure everything works the way that it needs to. So Urshifu could just sit there and go like, right, I'm gonna punch you, I'm gonna punch you, I'm gonna punch you, and if you try and protect, like, I'm gonna hit through you anyway. If you don't protect, if I don't get the job done, my teammate is definitely gonna get the job done. So yeah, love it, love this team. Very nice, very well-rounded. We appreciate this, we like this. So this team is kind of a variation on what we saw for the first one with the Chien-Spam team, but we've got a little bit differently. It kind of like, it kind of knuckles down what exactly we need it for this time. So this one, again, Chien-Pao being the main battery here, but the main 2 attackers that we need are Dragonite and Entei. Both of them having inner focus means that they can't get intimidated and they can't get flinched, which means you are able to just hit damage immediately. You are able to hit damage, just go off absolutely immediately. You don't have to worry about anything else. You can go Terra Normal Extreme Speed, you can go Outrage on Dragonite, you can go, you know, with the Snarl on Entei to kind of get that little bit of chip damage on special attackers, or, you know, again, hit the E-Speed, hit Sacred Flare, do whatever you want to do. You could just do, honestly, whatever you want to do here. It's a very nice tech here. These 3 are really, really tough to kind of escape, which is insane. You've got Ogerpon Wellspring again, because, of course, things like Urshifu is, again, going to be very dominant, especially against that Chien-Pao, that Flutter Mane, that Entei. So, of course, you're going to want Ogerpon Wellspring to help keep that. And you also keep the balance as well with the Fire Water Grass core with Entei and Ogerpon Wellspring wrapping up Fire Water Grass, which, again, is really, really good. We like balance. We like to see balance as well. And, again, Raging Bolt, Safety Goggles, so make sure that, you know, Amoonguss doesn't, like, mess you up a little bit. You can just work with things, like, really, really well here. You don't get put to sleep with Amoonguss. You don't get redirected with Amoonguss. Again, Amoonguss is going to come up very prevalently, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to want to essentially get around Amoonguss. I feel like, you know, Amoonguss is going to be one of those really big support ones that everyone's going to kind of think about to look around. Like what happened before in Regulation F, Amoonguss was, you know, around at the beginning, and then eventually he kind of dwindled down because everyone kind of found the right moveset to get rid of it. So who knows? We might see the same thing come up again. Who knows? But as of right now, Safety Goggles, Ogerpon Wellspring, very nice way to get rid of not just Urshifu, but also Amoonguss as well. And of course, we can't go through a different regulation without talking about a weather condition. And of course, rain balance has got you covered. Tornadus is back, which means we get Prankster Rain Dance, we get Prankster Tailwind. That's not off Whimsy. We've got, you know, rain is back. And of course, this makes Urshifu work a lot well, especially as well with Ogerpon Wellspring. But we're not running with Urshifu Rapid Strike in this team. We're running with Urshifu Dark, which is also quite interesting here. So you've kind of got that really nice coverage as well. We also have the Goldengo. So back when restrictors were allowed, Goldengo kind of like fell off a little bit because, of course, everyone was just too fast and too strong for Goldengo to keep up with. So it wasn't that great for Goldengo to keep up with. But now that we don't have restricteds and we're back in this thing where it's like we kind of have these half legendary Pokemon like Urshifu, like Tornadus, like the Genies, you know, like the dogs, things like that. Goldengo can still kind of like mold and fit around here, especially on that 1v1 with Flutter Mane. It can still hold. It does have a very, very nice way to hold things down. You've still got that Metal Coat. Make It Rain still does a ton of damage. It still hits Flutter Mane really, really hard. you know, you've got some coverage here. You've got some really, really good coverage here, which I feel like Gholdengo has a little bit of a niche. I feel like Gholdengo has a little bit of a niche. It's still pretty useful. It can still get a lot of the stuff done, especially, again, like Fluttermane running around. You don't want to get hit by that. So I feel like you've got something there. Personally, I feel like you've got something there. I feel like Gholdengo can do really, really good things here. And again, for the most part, it mostly revolves around, you know, Tornado setting up the rain, and then Gholdengo either sweeping or Ogerpon using the rain to sweep as well. Raging Bolt to cover behind, Urshifu Dark to kind of make sure that, you know, nobody can protect, and Incineroar just being that absolute pain with the fake outs and the layer blitzes if you don't want to set up rain and the parting shots and etc, etc. It is just insane. Like, this team again, also really, really good team. I feel like this team is absolutely great. Rain team is quite nice. Again, you've got that balance here of fire, water, grass. We're just seeing a lot of good balance teams here, which I feel like is just absolutely fine as well. This team is fine. This team is absolutely fine. You can switch this around as well. You can take out Urshifu Dark. You can put in Urshifu Rapid Strike. You can also keep in Ogerpon Wellspring if you like as well. You've got a lot of good ways to make sure this team can run effectively. And in my opinion, I feel like Rain is a really, really good team, or really, really good archetype in Reg F as well, because again, Tornadus, you get rain almost instantly, which I feel like is just, I feel like that's great. So let me know what you think about the teams. If you guys want to see more team examples, let me know by leaving a like down below, maybe hitting that subscribe button. That helps me out a ton, and I can cover a few more if you guys want to see more Regulation F teams down the line. But let me know who your favorite mon in Regulation F is. Who are you excited to use again? Who are you excited to come back with again? For me personally, I am excited to use Raging Bolt again. I think this is a fantastic mon to use. I love Raging Bolt, my favorite Paradox Pokemon. I can't wait personally to use Raging Bolt again. I am so excited. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all later. Okay, bye.